So enough about the Cuomos. Andrew Cuomo's gone. GG's from CNN. CNN ousted him. Okay, after all these fucking details were released. Or not Andrew Cuomo, sorry. Chris Cuomo is gone from CNN after the Andrew Cuomo relationship came out. Okay? But the reason why I wanted to fucking talk about this story was because it gives you a... Like, people always say I'm a conspiracy theorist or whatever in an effort to, like, you know, derail the conversation or attack me for my positions or whatever the fuck, right? And instead of, like, you know, saying...
More like moronic variant of
instead of saying anything like, you know, there's no truth to this, here's a reason why there's no truth to this, they literally fucking claim that I'm making shit up or I'm a conspiracy theorist. The reason why I wanted to show you the story is because pretty much every single thing I've told you about how the media operates alongside fucking Flack, alongside PR, alongside, like, you know, establishment Democrats is 100% shown in this story with Liz Smith defending Andrew Cuomo. It is a glaring fucking example of hypocrisy, and it's not a conspiracy theory whatsoever. It's just how people operate. Okay, this is how the media works. This is how the mafia works. Stop encouraging people from disengaging and voting. Primor, now do Republicans. Hasan, stop being a bitch. Dude, going forward, if you come into my chat when I am making actual critiques of the Democratic Party that are legitimate, valid, and also absolutely well-deserved, specifically because they operate as a fucking bottleneck for any sort of progressive momentum from happening in this country, and that there is genuine interest among the voter base to enact a populist agenda, and yet it somehow fails over and over and over again as a consequence of this tightly fucking wound operation, okay, that is very effective at moving the country slower and slower to the right, okay, and pushing people away from fucking voting, and simultaneously allowing Republicans to win while only being successful at stopping people like Bernie Sanders from gaining more prominence. If you're coming in here and defending the Democratic Party when I literally mentioned this and show you the facts and show you the receipts straight up, then you need to show me your receipts. Are you a DNC operative? Are you getting paid? Show me your fucking pay stubs. I need to see your pay stubs. Okay? That's it. If you don't have a pay stub and you're doing this for fucking free 99, you are a bootlicker. You are no different than the Republican dumbass that comes in here that only makes like $35,000 a year and says, no, the rich actually do need to have tax cuts. You're fucking wrong. I'm going to be rich one day. You think you're better than them because you think you're on the right side of an argument, and sometimes you end up on the right side of an argument, okay? But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have any sort of fundamentals or you understand the basics at all. You're only operating, you're only looking at politics from the framework of team sports. Okay? I think you're being sexist against Stacey Abrams. My impression of a rad lib. It's wild, dude. It is absolutely fucking wild that people will still come in here when we're not even on, like when we're not even during a fucking heated election cycle and say, you saying this somehow hurts people from going out to vote. I've done more than every fucking chatter in here that is criticizing me in getting people to go out and vote, okay? Getting people to organize, getting people to door knock, getting people to go out and vote. I don't want to fucking hear from you, okay? All you do is me, cry about the fucking Democratic Party and how much better they are than the Republicans. That's it. And I don't care. I don't care for your point of view. And unless you show me the pay stubs that you are a fucking DNC operative, I don't want to have you here defending the DNC, even in clear moments where they are demonstrably behaving in a horrifying way. I love Veep, but isn't it for advanced class? I'm afraid it would make newbies nihilistic. Guys, shut the fuck up. This idea that, like, this notion that, you know, people are going to watch a fucking HBO show and, like, not want to vote is so stupid. You want to know how you get people to vote, okay, or not vote? Keep putting like keep putting neoliberal cutouts that advocate for the exact same fucking things with like a little bit of different seasoning over and over again with the hopes that like, you know, every 4 years, yeah, Republicans might win again. But ultimately, like when the public is fatigued by how demonstrably villainous Republicans are, then they'll end up voting for the Democrats again. And then we won't do anything when we're in a position of power. Okay. And then that cycle continues. And all alongside that process, you have millions and millions of more people not fucking voting because they are fed up with the process. It's not the media that they're consuming that's going to dissuade them, okay? It's the actual candidates. It's the DNC. It's the multi-billion-dollar operation that they engage in to make it seem like the next shit stain with a new coat of polish, like Joe Biden, who's not even the fucking new coat of polish, it was the old coat of polish for Joe Biden, is actually the best possible way to defeat Donald Trump, okay? And the best possible way for America's future. You're a big hater, man. One day you will understand what these words mean, okay? Maybe you're not ready for it. I'm sorry. There are plenty of people in this chat who probably came in with your point of view as well. It doesn't feel good when you hear someone like myself come out so strongly against the Democratic Party, okay? But the Democratic Party does not have a single policy position outside of, we are not the Republicans, look how bad the Republicans are. And they don't even run. They don't run like the Republicans do. Republicans know that they are at a disadvantage. So they do everything they can to win. They fucking suppress the vote. They stop you from voting. They activate some of the most horrifying fucking base of voters that they possibly can, from the white evangelicals all the way to like straight up white supremacists. Okay? And they do that in an effort to win. And throughout that process, they're running every fucking day for the 4 years in the cycle. They're running on their campaign positions that they're building in to the base the base electorate that they have. They're getting them to fucking believe their causes. They're creating new controversies like CRT, Antifa, whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Mr. Potato Head, for fuck's sake, okay? And they're operating in unison with Fox News to do this. And their complicated but very powerful media structure that they have. They have an incredible infrastructure, okay? And they do all of this, and they run like they want to fucking win. And in an effort to win, they even educate their voter base and get them to say, if you're a Republican, okay, then these are the things you believe in, like school choice. That's why you have fucking weirdos that don't have anything to do with school choice or don't even understand the conversation being like, yeah, I love school choice. I'm voting for the Republicans. Fuck the Democrats. They hate school choice. Okay? The Democrats do not do that. They exclusively rely on Republicans winning every 4 years and behaving in the most demonic way possible and greatly ruining like liberal democracy, okay? Running on that and then finally winning a fucking election only to not roll back any of the things. Where's the public option? Where's the $10,000 that was going to be eliminated from student debt? Student loan debt relief was a pivotal campaign policy choice from the Democrats. Something that Joe Biden could do with a fucking pen. That's it. Where is it? Nowhere. Where is legalized weed? Nowhere. Where's the public option? Joe Biden ran on the public option. It was the true right way to move America forward in healthcare. That Medicare for all was too all-encompassing.
Already well into the toddler era.
Where is raising the minimum wage? Nowhere. Where is the eradication of children in cages? The Biden administration stopped, just like the Obama administration had, stopped using private prisons, right? At the federal level. Okay. Except they didn't stop it for immigration detention facilities. And that's where the bulk of private prison usage at the federal level is. So they didn't even stop it at all. They're also fighting in courts to defend Title 42, a Trump-era policy that the CDC like an expansion of CDC's powers or an interpretation of CDC's powers, rather, to continue mass purging asylum seekers from this country without allowing them their due process and their legal right to fucking seek asylum. Nobody talks about it. They're fighting in courts to keep using Title 42, by the way. Yes. There was a judge in Texas that wanted to throw out the usage of Title 42, and the Biden administration is using that Trump-era policy to this day and fighting it in the courts to maintain it. Okay?
12 months
That's
of
what you get for your
socialist
lesser of
propaganda.
two evils argument. Where is the change? Where is the change that they fucking promised? And the reason why they can get away with this and not actually deliver any of the fucking changes,
21 months.
okay? The reason why they can get away with not giving you any fucking crumb of a change that they promised, not even rolling back the Trump administration's policies, but instead continuing them, is because there are idiots like you in the chat that come in here
Donkey
and
Kong
fucking
December.
defend the DNC and defend the Democratic Party. That is precisely why I get so fucking mad when I hear you coming in here and doing agitprop for the DNC. They never need to change anything. They never need to fucking even engage in incremental or marginal progress that they claimed they were going to. Because there are idiots, even in a fucking community like this one, which is comprised of mostly radical leftists, radical from the point of view of America, okay? From the point of view of the American political Overton window, this community is as radical as it gets. And yet, even here, there are people defending DNC's empty fucking promises. That's why they can get away with it. Because if you are in here defending the DNC's and the Democratic Party's agenda not coming to fruition, then you think your parents aren't going to do that? Your parents don't even give a fuck. They think the country's great, or they think the country is awful, depending on who's president. That's it.